On October 7th, 1943, you had Niels Bohr. Niels Bohr had escaped to Sweden on a fishing boat. The Nazis had learned of his escape plan. This is very similar to Roger Williams. And they're going to go after Bohr at his home. As they entered the house through the front door, the 58-year-old Niels Bohr is going to run out the back, and he paused at his ice box to grab a beer bottle filled with heavy water. Some Dane anti-fascist warriors laid down some cover and fire, which allowed Niels Bohr to escape. The plane took off from a secret airstrip with Niels Bohr laying on his back in the converted bomb bay. The Mosquito flew high and fast to avoid Nazi fighters, and Niels Bohr passed out from oxygen deprivation. Woo! Could you imagine if we didn't have the damn bomb? That means goddamn Hitler would have fucking had it. Thank God Niels Bohr got out of goddamn Nazi Germany. That was exciting. 1826, first chartered railway begins operations. It's a grand night. Granted, it's a grand night railway from Quincy to Milton. 2008. Asteroid 2008 TC3 impacts Earth over Sudan. First time an asteroid detected before getting into our atmosphere. 1960, this is the second Nixon and JFK debate. Washington, D.C. Nixon almost beat JFK. 1959, the far side of the moon is seen for the first time courtesy of the USSR's Luna 3 space probe. 1959. 1931, Desmond Tutu is born. Desmond Tutu says, if you've chosen neutrality during situations of injustice, then you've chosen the side of the oppressor. Neutrality is on the side of the oppressor. King Charles the Simple dies 929 AD. Montoku, the emperor, Montoku, he dies 858 AD. Mark the Pope dies 336 AD, 1948. Diane Ackerman is born. She wrote these books, A Natural History of the Senses and the Moon by Whale Light and Other Adventures Among Bats, Penguins, Crocodilians, and Whales, 1954. A fully all-transistor calculator displayed by IBM. In 1954 in Poughkeepsie, IBM displayed a large all-transistor calculator needing only 5% of the power of comparable electronic ones. 3 years later, in 1957, IBM introduced the IBM 608, the first all-transistor commercial calculator. 1858, Charles Marvin, a meteorologist, invented the clinometer that figures the height of clouds over airports. He was born 1858, Charles Marvin. 1806, Ralph Wedgwood patented carbon paper. 1806, Ralph Wedgwood patented carbon paper. 1542, Catalina Island is discovered. 1542. 1864, U.S. Navy ship captures Confederate raider in Brazilian seaport. What? What the hell does that even mean? U.S. Navy ship captures Confederate raider in Brazilian seaport. Son of a bitch. 1864, the Confederates were going to fucking South America and shit. We gotta, go where the enemy goes, right? You gotta keep your enemies close. That's what my abuser once told me. Oh, good times. 1870. Franco-Prussian War. Frenchman Leon Gambetta escapes Paris in a hot air balloon. What? The damn Germans are coming? No, I'm out of here. Nah, get the hot air balloon ready. I'm out of here. No, I'm out of here. 1870, October 7th. Leon Gambetta got out of Paris in a hot air balloon. Emile Helob, October 7th, 1847, was born. Died February 21st, 1902 at age 54. Age 54. Emile Helob was a Czech naturalist who traveled extensively in South Central Africa, gathering varied and valuable natural history collections that he distributed to museums and schools throughout Europe. 1908, Serbia and Montenegro signs anti-Austrian Hungarian pact. 1973, Iraq nationalizes Exxon and Mobil shares in the Basra Petroleum Company. That was 1973. Iraq, 1973. 1403, the Venetian Genoese Wars. The Venetians win. October 7th, 1403. 1828, Patras, Greece is liberated by French troops. 1571, the Battle of Lepanto. Ottoman Navy suffers the first major defeat. 1970, BP finds huge oil fields in the North Sea. 1931, a short exposure infrared photograph was taken in Rochester, New York at the Kodak Lab. 1974, German Democratic Republic amends the Constitution. 1974. 2013, Mulatu Teshome becomes president of Ethiopia. 2013, James Rothman, Randy Schekman, and Thomas C. Sudhoff win the 2013 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for their work on transport systems and cells. 2014, Isamu Akasaki, Hiroshi Amano, and Shuji Nakamura win the 2014 Nobel Prize in Physics for inventing blue light-emitting diodes. Nakamura, he has a famous case in Colorado, the Nakamura decision. 2015, Barack Obama apologizes to Doctors Without Borders, president of Afghanistan for hospital bombing in Kunduz. 2015, Nobel Prize in Chemistry awarded to Thomas Lindahl, Sweden, Paul Modrich, U.S., and Aziz Sankar, Turkey, for work on cells DNA repair. 2016, Colombia's president Juan Manuel Santos wins the Nobel Peace Prize. FARC, 2018, China detained Interpol chief Ming Hongwei, who resigns from his position after being reported missing. 2019, Nobel Prize for Hongwei. Nobel Prize for Medicine or Physiology awarded to Peter Ratcliffe, William Kaelin, Greg Siemens for discovering how cells sense oxygen. 1780, the U.S. militia beat Royalist irregulars led by Patrick Ferguson in South Carolina. Nice! The American Revolutionaries in 1780, October 7th, pushed Patrick Ferguson in South Carolina back. Push him back. Push him back. Push him way back. 1939, Harold Kroto was born. Buckyball. Old Harold Kroto, that's the buckyball guy. 1822, Rudolf Leuckart. Prevention better than cure parasitic diseases. Rudolf Leuckart, 1822. 1912, Helsinki sees its first stock exchange. 1912. 1908, Crete revolts against Turkey and aligns with Greece. 1908, October 7th, 1908.